Today's episode of The Chop Shop is brought to you by our good folks over at Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code The Chop Shop at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com using the code The Chop Shop.
Welcome to the Chop Shop. I am Eddie James. My brother next to me, the Italian Stallion, fastest hands in all the tri-state. God damn it, DJ React.
God damn it. What's up?
What up? Hey man, this show is going to be really exciting. As you can hear the music, it is our first dual production. They go by the name of Agent Black. My man, Agent M, hailing from Seattle by way of the ATL now, and Blackadinme from run it back one more time. It's okay.
Oh, man. Just keep going.
No, I don't feel like it, because I like the beginning. There we go. Yeah.
Beat is crazy.
It is. All right. Welcome to the Chop Shop. I am Eddie James. Next to me is my VIP, very Italian person, DJ React.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Might I mention he has the fastest hands in all the tri-state. Pause.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Today's show, man, I am so excited. We got our first dual tandem production team by the name of Agent Black. My man, Agent M from Seattle, Washington, of course, another Seattle, Washington producer. Residing in the ATL. And my man, so happy to have him on here as well. Blackadinme by way of Chicago. Hailing in, yeah, I see you, baby. Residing in Columbus now. It is Ebony and Ivory. No, I'm just playing. Ebony. Man, thanks for coming on the Chop Shop, fellas. We appreciate you.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a great show. All right.
What's up, man?
How you guys doing?
How was your weekend? Everybody's good?
Shit, man. Appreciate you having us.
What was it? Black is over there bopping for the first time, like he know the joint is crazy.
He's in the hotel lobby. He's got something lined up upstairs in room 409.
You can't say that.
I'm just kidding.
You ain't gonna get me fired, killed. You should find nobody. Have people come looking for me. No, you ain't.
Right during the show.
Yeah.
I heard. Nah, man. Thanks for coming on the show. You too, man. I'm a fan of both of y'all, man, in your own rights, and this is the first time that we're doing a team of producers. So you know, and with all due respect, I can do either one of you. Pause.
Yo,
I could interview
already. Starting off.
I need a drink for that one.
That was the worst one yet.
It was. Oh, that was pretty bad. Oh, I can interview both of you individually. I mean, I'm a fan of both of your music. Agent M. I mean, we met in the session in, I believe.
Yes, sir.
And then also in Overlord. And I believe Sean, the first time I ever, I'm giving governments out. Everybody, my name's Eddie. That's my government too. My bad, Black.
No, you cool.
Okay.
That's the name they need to put on the check. So go right ahead and say it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Black. So I believe first time I heard your joints were on Overlord, definitely. And I was like, man, the musicality is just crazy. And then all of a sudden, man, you guys appear doing joints together. And I think the first time y'all connected was on a battle, which is, and somebody took a L. I feel, who took that L?
That's my Seattle brother and good friend Deli and D. Professor too. And let it be known, I mean, they're both nasty individuals themselves.
Yeah. There's no question. In all due respect, we got jokes in here, man. It's real light in here, and Deli is super dope, and D. super dope. But an L is an L. It was an L.
Man, let me tell you something. We could not come light. You know what I'm saying?
No.
We could not come light at all. We had to come guns blazing for real, especially for them two.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, just when I first heard the joints together, man, I was like, man, like this is going to be crazy, because I heard y'all separately and I was just like, and then when the joint started, I was like, ooh, it's going to be a long evening.
And that's what it was, man. Like we had talked, because I'm trying to remember exactly how it went down, because I knew that, the Overlord, they had just been kind of doing the dual battles, like the 2v2s.
Yeah.
And I think that Deli and D-Dot were talking, and they were kind of like sending out a challenge, and Sean and I had just been, we had been already like, I had just come to Atlanta, so we had actually cooked up a couple times, and we were surprised with what we came up with and how dumb. And I was like, yo, should we accept this challenge? Because like, I think if we try to do some battle beats, it'd be crazy. And sure enough.
Well, that was the first time, man. That was the first time in this, like I said, I can interview, each of you, with the history that you guys have and the music that you've put out separately. But, the music speaks for itself. As we're going to hear later on. Like real quick, I just want to say, I guess give a brief background about your come up, H&M. I guess you go first, and then and Black can go after.
Yeah, so I mean, I'd say, I've been making music since like 2006, 2007. Mm-hmm. But it was kind of just, getting the 10,000 hours in for a while. And when I really started to, I feel like, turn a corner and get a little bit more serious about the craft was I got introduced to just battling. And that's what really got me more competitive. Like I was tuning into the Red Bull Big Tune. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of people that I still am close with to this day musically, kind of grew up in the I Standard, kind of like the alumni of the I Standard events. There were, national events that were going around. And so did a lot of beat battling there as well. And I feel like I really got my chops beat battling, but then, really, I feel like another step was moving here to Atlanta and then also locking in with Sean. And especially for, working on, the battle stuff is fun and I love it and I'm a competitive person. Yeah. And so it's really good. But like, I know sometimes people get stuck in that lane. Yeah. And I've really began to appreciate working and like shaping, tracks around artists, and working with artists. And that's something I'm really enjoying as well.
Yeah. Well, first of all, you brought up first of all, you're born and raised in Seattle, and we've had 3 Seattle super producers come on the show already.
Super duper producers.
Yeah. Eric G, Jake One, and the man Vitamin D.
Dog.
And since you brought up the name Red Bull, there was a story about Vitamin D getting when he was introduced to Eric, he was escaping from getting some ass or something like that.
Yeah, some shit like that. That's how he stumbled upon.
He was literally
he ran out of some chick's house or
window,
something like that.
He said
window. Yeah, he hopped out the window
and he heard beats
before her boyfriend came home, and he heard Eric playing joints through his window. Yeah, and then he I guess he ran up in Eric's house. Yeah. With clothes on though.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Hopefully
he was like, but it was the first early days of the Red Bull. I don't know if it was called that at the time, but he was.
He invited him to the Red Bull beat battle shit,
and he won that shit.
Yeah, and Eric smashed everybody.
So did you were you familiar with the whole Vitamin D, Jake One, and all that movement back then?
Oh yeah. No, very much. Like, I mean, I think they're definitely like the Mount Rushmore producers from that area. And I mean, honestly, you could argue in general too. Like they're that dope.
Yeah.
But that's somebody I feel like, especially style wise, like I know like myself, and then, you know, me and Deli talk about it a lot. It's just, it's weird because it didn't feel like the sound, like Seattle galvanized, like as a city, and especially like beat culture and stuff. There wasn't tons of that there. It felt like people that were seeing success were leaving and finding it, and then kind of making a name because it's like, hey, we're from Seattle, but it seems like a lot of times people were getting more success and more recognition when they were traveling away from the city, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean that's like that. I mean, I like the fact that Jake and Vitamin went and did their business and came back. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you ever see yourself going back? Or
I do, you know, especially like family and stuff. Like, you know, I got most of my family's there, and it's a beautiful place. But I just feel like there's a reason why. I think sometimes just leaving your hometown, I mean, just from talking to people in general, but just getting out of your hometown regardless, but also if it's pursuing something, and I'm, you know, surrounding myself. Yeah. Everybody, when I was coming to Atlanta, everybody that I knew were friends, but they were all friends that were also pursuing the same thing that I'm pursuing. We're all had to do with music, and it just completely changes the perspective that way. And just, you know, finding your way in a new city and all that, but then also being surrounded by like-minded individuals has been a huge help. And then, of course, you know, I had already known Sean, and that was part of the plan. Is, you know, he was one of the people. I did not expect, you know, that we would connect in the way that we did. Yeah. This is like my partner now. Like, you know, I love this guy. So I mean, it's and we become like, you know,
look at Sean. Black's over there crying right now.
For real. I mess around. Look, I'll shoot somebody over this boy. Kill somebody over this boy. Straight up. Like Molly Wop.
Molly Wop.
We believe you, man. Oh man. So real quick, Black, please tell us about your early begins and where you're from, and then I guess you can elaborate on how you and Agent came to be.
Well, originally I'm from outside of Chicago, Elgin, Illinois. I was born in Elgin, Illinois. I was raised on the west side of Chicago. I actually started producing at the age of 12. You know what I'm saying? Been a lover of music all my life. I've been playing in church all my life. You know what I'm saying? I started playing in church when I was 5 years old. Then, you know, got my first chance to work on a piece of equipment at the age of 13. I was working on an Ensoniq ESP12. Ooh. That's how old I am.
No, trust me.
They had the floppy disk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, but I think me, I'm definitely like,
no, I'm floppy disk generation MPC.
No, I know that. But I'm talking about in terms of age. I'm all y'all seen.
Oh no, you're older than me.
Yeah. I'm OG. Don't be, yeah. So, but yeah. So continue.
Attention, basketball fanatics. It is game time. That's right. NBA season is back. You already know. Knicks tape all day long, but it's okay. Even if you're not a Knicks fan, we got an MVP slam dunk for you this season. That's right. Our friends over at Manscaped, they just put out some game-changing stuff. This trimmer is 100% your new MVP. It's going to give you that nothing but net feeling once you're done. The brand new Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra from Manscaped. Do not be the guy who fouls out in the grooming department. Be the guy that scores 20% off and free shipping with the code TheChopShop at manscaped.com. Get the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra and get your grooming game in championship form. Let me break down the play-by-play for you real quick. Inside this package, the star of the show, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. This is their 5th generation trimmer. It has 2 interchangeable blades. It's 2 razors in one. There's a standard blade for taking a little bit off the top, and their new foil blade, which will keep you nice and smooth wherever you decide to shave. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra also features dual LED spotlights. That is right. You could shave your balls in the dark. Trust me, I tried it the other day in complete darkness. No nicks, no cuts, complete darkness, smooth balls. Don't forget, if you're taking it on the go, Manscaped's got you covered. This puppy comes with the travel case already. It even has a travel lock feature on the device itself to avoid any accidental powering and weird looks at the airport. We are on the cutting edge of cutting pubes, people. Upgrade your ball trimmer and your life will follow. Once again, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code TheChopShop at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with our code TheChopShop at manscaped.com. I could promise you, you've never seen a ball trimmer look like a spaceship. This thing is a spaceship. Get yours today from our folks over at Manscaped.
Nah, so like, got my chance to work on an MPC when I was like 13, 14 years old. And then, like I said, I've been raised on gospel music, deep house, Chicago house, you know what I'm saying? And it's like ever since I remember hearing Michael Jackson's Billie Jean, and I was like, I want to create a sound like that want to make people want to move, that want to make people happy, that want to make people just, just dance, you know what I'm saying? And considering, I'm from Chicago. Chicago house was real predominant, in the mid to early 80s, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And you go to a party, go to a park, you know what I'm saying? They playing house music, they juking. I mean, it's nonstop dancing. So I was just like, okay, that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So
can I stop you for a second? I'm sorry. You mentioned you had a Billie Jean reference in there, or you said Michael Jackson, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll get to the music early because this shit. This shit is craziness right here.
Oh my God. Was this one of the beats in the battle? It was. That's when I was
here comes
like,
the switch up.
I know. When this came on, I was
This
like,
is the part right here too. Yeah.
somebody about to catch this L. Oh my God. Yeah. Hey, bro. Yo, the way React is laughing right now. That was me at that battle. I hate. Listen, man.
My God.
With all due respect, Deli and D, I love y'all, bros. But man, when the switch up came on, pause. I was like, it's over. I'm gonna be able to top that. It's just so much musicality, man. Y'all too, man. Oh my God, man. I get it, man.
I'm sorry I cut you off, man.
No, that's okay.
You said Michael Jackson, and I said, wait a second, I gotta run this shit.
Yeah.
Yep, that's where it all started. You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is like when we was coming up with that, we wanted to utilize the Billie Jean, but it's just like the way we didn't want to have it played like the normal way that he sings it. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, let's make this like as if you wanted to do an alternative version of Billie Jean. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
That's how that worked out. But yeah, my musical life, I mean, I've been doing music all my life. I'm talking about like, I would drive people crazy.
Man, you're only 29 years old. Look at that old baby face looking at
29. Add another like 17 years.
Okay.
I'm bad with math.
Black don't crack.
That was just a random number.
Okay. Man.
Lord willing, next week I'll be 43.
Okay. Man, what's wrong with your math? That ain't the right math. Boy,
That's what I said. It's a random number.
Okay.
I know the math is off, but the hearing ain't gone.
Yeah, I know. I got you by 10 years. That's all good.
Man, now you talking about, man, you got it, dog. I need some of that water up there you've been drinking.
Hey, man, we got the purest of the finest. I bathed in the lakes of what Prince say?
Lake Minnetonka.
Nah, we got Lake Ontario and shit up in Syracuse, but around here we got.
It's whatever you're sipping on right there. It's the elixir of life.
But here in White Plains, we have the beautiful waters of Kensico Dam. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Just once again, man, I'm kind of I'm giddy, man, because the music is just it's insane, people. And
yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah. So how'd you two meet?
I want to do this one. I need to do this. Okay. First of all, we're gonna take it. I'm gonna do the like not too in depth, but just like how it really happened. Okay. So it was 2019, right? They had the A3C convention, and at the A3C convention there was a beat battle there, right? And at that time, I was living in Lexington, Kentucky. So I was just like, man, you know what? I want to go to this A3C convention and see what it's all about. You know what I mean? Found out that there was a beat battle going on through J Hatch called Track House. And I did my research. I was like, look, I ain't about to go down there and make a fool of myself. Let me see what's really going on. So I did my research.
Casing the joint out.
No, you sure right. I ain't listen. One thing about it, people from Chicago, we ain't gonna come half stepping. Forget that.
Yeah.
So I looked at some videos of some previous track houses, and then I run across this joker here, Agent M, smacking people. I said, he's the one to beat. Now forget everybody else. He's the one to beat. Yeah. I was like, nah, So I tried my best, get my little beats, everything hooked up and stuff like that. Met him, met Raz Riches. Mm-hmm. He's another producer. Met Double A. He's another producer, another Bounce Gang member. Amongst a Smart Boy, met him down there. And It was just like, this is my first time actually meeting these kids, you know what I'm saying, meeting these guys. So that's the very first time that we actually met. And as soon as I saw Agent M, I was sweating bullets. I was like, yeah, that's it. It's over. It's over.
Where was this battle at?
It was in Atlanta, Georgia, and it was at a studio. I mean, not a studio. It was at a club on Edgewood. Okay. It was right down the street from where they was having the actual A3C event.
Okay. All right. You were casing the joint and you saw Agent M. Now it's my turn.
Let me give the rest of the story. Yeah. So that was correct. There was battles that were happening. I believe I won my first round and he won his first round, and definitely stood out because, you know, everybody's got like the battle beats, the flips, and then he's just coming with this. Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it, but like stepping, just up tempo, funky shit that nobody else had. Yeah, and proceeds to be like, oh, like tell everybody else how great they were, and then, hey, Sean, who won the battle? Who won the battle?
Listen, man, that's not important. The important thing was
who won the battle, Black.
It was through the grace of God I was able to win, but still, that's not important. The important part was that I was there. I seen this guy in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, yo. He went to church on your ass, didn't he, Black Agent?
That motherfucker threw the whole B organ on your head, like.
It's nothing worse than having a guy tell you how fire you are when he's whooping your ass.
Oh, you know, I love it, man. Like, yeah, man. But that's really dope, man. That you guys had to to go through that to come together. That being said, so what happened after that, 8?
So basically, there was a group that kind of formed out of, I guess, a lot of those iStandard events, and it was a group we ended up calling each other Bounce Gangs. Basically, just a collective of producers that just messed with each other, trying to kind of iron sharpens iron mentality. And then the pandemic hit, and so everybody's at home. We lived on Zoom. And we were doing sessions. We were doing, trying to do stuff for artists. Like we were working with doing some records or trying to do some records for RL.
RL from Next.
From Next. And so like we were working on some stuff, and that's actually where the first time that we collaborated. We're just, again, it was over Zoom. And so it was a little, obviously not ideal, but that's when I really found out, like we just had a formula that worked. And so it was cool that we were able to do stuff online. But then that's why when I had made the decision to move to Atlanta and we were actually able to lock in for the first time, like in person, I think we had created a couple tracks together in addition with a couple other people's input. But the first time we were actually really able to lock in, and I would say is kind of when Agent Black actually formed was when I moved in here, and he pulled up and we cooked the first day I think we made that the beat that you played in the beginning. That was one of the first beats we made together.
I'm telling you, right? So this sounds like Deli and D Dot. It was a setup. You got set up.
That's what's, when they mentioned they were looking 2v2, that's why we were like, we already knew that we had something nasty.
And here it is. I'm thinking that, like, I knew both of y'all separately. I was like, man, like, ooh, them together. But y'all already had the joints already, so
and it wasn't really intentional. It wasn't really intentional, you know what I'm saying? But they was just like, yo, who want to battle us? Who want, matter of fact.
No, I was there that night. I was like, and then I believe M, I think you said something right off the rip, like me and Blackadinme. I was like, whoa. Like where that came from. Black, you are already like a seasoned producer prior to these battles. Speak to that and the stuff that you were doing prior to.
Well, prior to I was going to Columbia College. I think around like 99, 2000, and I was working for a jingle company, also as a music production company, Dupe Productions out of Chicago. And we had opportunities to work with a jazz artist by the name of Mike Phillips, who was signed under Hidden Beach. We worked with Ken. Yeah, we worked with him on his first 2 albums.
I'm sorry. Did you say Hidden Beach?
Yeah, Hidden Beach.
Yes.
Is that the same Hidden Beach that does like all like the hip hop jazz, like the covers of the hip hop jazz stuff?
Yeah.
Dog, I love those guys, man.
What were they called again? They were dope.
Unwrapped.
Yes.
That was fire.
That's incredible. I DJ a lot of weddings and shit. And people, when people don't specify the type of music they want for cocktail hour, I always run that shit. Always.
Yeah, the unwrapped one was. I remember the first one. That was extremely dope. Actually,
it's super dope.
Yeah, I remember Mike Phillips. That's crazy.
Yes, indeed. And on the Unwrapped series, there was one that I produced, which was what was it? It was by Sugar Hill Gang. What was the name?
Rapper's Delight.
Rapper's Delight. Yep, it was Rapper's Delight. And my best friend.
I could tell you, young. That was a 10-year difference. Answer right there, man. You should have do right, bruh. There's only but a couple of records that they got, man, and right off you should have had it like that.
Man, listen, because we did so many. We did Rapper's Delight. We did 21 Questions. We did Children's
21
Story.
Questions was crazy.
Yeah. And some of the versions we did actually didn't make it on the record though. But we still laid the foundation or whatever. But going back, we also did music for Kindred to Family Soul, and on their first record, when there was a special guest on there, and her name was Jasmine Sullivan, and she was 14 years old, sounding like she had been here forever.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
Man, so you really are a seasoned producer, man. Like so you know, you work with the likes of Fat Joe and you know, you were under Cool and Dre for a while. I mean, and congratulations. You know, you got a Grammy nom with Mary J. Blige.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hey, man, something to be very proud of, man. The record On Top, dope record too.
Yes, indeed. It was produced also by not only by Cool and Dre, but by another good friend of mine. His name was Hostile Beats. We all collaborated on the track, and it came together really nice.
The both of you guys just recently collabed in a joint for Dave East.
How was that working with Dave East?
Well, technically, what we did was we didn't work with him like in person or nothing like that. Cool and Dre, shout out to Cool and Dre. They gave us me and Mike the opportunity to basically help produce this track. And how it was is that I don't think they could get the sample cleared, so they basically had us interpolate the whole joint. Like there was pianos, drums, guitars, and then I did the melodic parts, and Agent M did the drums, and he added a few guitar licks and stuff in there. And it came out really, really, really dope. And I believe 808 Ray had something to do with it as well. And it was dope, man, how it all came together. They got some singers from down there in Miami, JT, and another young lady. Forgive me. I forget her name. Yeah, Penzilla.
What was that?
Penzilla. I mean, I don't know like what her government is, but I assume not big. But Penzilla, yeah.
It's a dope name.
It was dope because it just kind of, we all kind of formed together to like recreate like the aesthetic of the sample and you know, really kind of make the record pop. And to be honest, it sounded even more fire than the original, just because we were able to add a little extra flair, I feel like. So yeah, that was really dope.
You know what's crazy, and I can't give you guys I can't give you the full story, but I just put it like this. I was on the phone with my cousin today, who is an up and coming artist, and he's super hot. I'm just gonna say that. He did a record with Cool and Dre, and he sent me that record today.
Did it make the album?
Oh, listen, getting to M's point, the sample was not cleared. Like the person was like everybody, all parties except for one, the person who wrote the record they were like, this person from that state, and the other people said yes, and then the final writer was like, hell no. So they had to do a different version of it. So I guess, there was a record. It was a Marvin Gaye. It was a Marvin Gaye record.
Tell them off camera.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys after camera. But yeah, man, it was. But how crazy is that? You guys telling me the same, basically the same story, literally the same story. Like, yeah. And
the thing about it is just like that's usually how it happened, and it's not just with just the records that they get. I'm pretty sure that it happens to pretty much everybody, but it's just like that's always the story. What I'm saying? Where they can't where actually there was one record that I was supposed to be a part of, and I'm not gonna say any names or anything like that, but the people, they wanted like where the sample came from, they wanted like 85% of the publishing, I believe. You know what I'm saying?
Get the fuck out of here.
No, like
suck
seriously.
My dick. You ain't getting 85%. That's what I would have said. Those would have been my exact fucking words.
Yeah.
People are wild, man.
I would have been like, here's your goddamn record.
I got you fucking 85% right here. That's what I would have said. I would have pulled the Eddie Murphy in Delirious. No, Raw. I'm sorry. In Raw. Purple suit Eddie Murphy. That's exactly what I would have said.
Take these.
Yeah. But that's how it was. But, at the end of the day, what I'm saying? To be honest, the look is nice too. What I mean? Because adding that stuff to not just to your belt, can just add more value to yourself.
Yeah.
What I'm saying? and I'm more than anything, I was happy because my homie Mike was right there with me. You know what I'm saying? So that made it the plus. I was just like, man, just to get him to look on that, and I wasn't really even trying to be like, it's all about, what I helped. No, that's my homie.
You're really gonna make me cry over here, man. You guys are like,
it's true. And just touching on, because I mean, you can tell kind of by our, origin stories, whatever. Yeah. Like, I'm confident with my skill set and everything like that. But working with somebody with as much experience and just like professionalism and have like someone that has been there for years and been doing this shit on a professional level for years is a humbling experience. And it's funny because when I first met this guy, especially like even taking it back to the battle, like we developed this persona that I would call Captain Cap, because he'd be this guy like, yo, I'm all right, yo, it's so dope, and then he'll win the battle, and then he goes this next thing, he's like, I ain't much, I want to be like you, bro, and he wins the next thing.
That's the word.
And so I'm like, listen, bro, like
I'm trying to be like you.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, listen, like, I respect being, I know that some people don't like to throw around the word like humble, like, so I respect being like modest and not being like super bravado, but sometimes you got to let them know
as he continues to throw the B Hammond over your head, pause, with all that beautiful angelic chords and everything, like, I'm glad you brought that up, man. That's a nice little segue, because I was curious about are there any difficulties between your responsibilities as a team now, and I think in terms of the tandem producers like the Cool and Dre's, and then the Justice Leagues, and then even Chad and the Neptunes. Was it easy, or you guys had to feel each other out for a little bit?
I'll go for it. I mean, personally for me, it was easy just because I think what helped is we were making, it wasn't like, I think it just depends on the situation. When we first started, it wasn't like, hey, we're going to make a beat for this artist or anything. There wasn't a lot of pressure. It was just like, let's just make something like we both enjoy making, up tempo, kind of vibey music. And it just felt natural, because things that we felt like things that I felt like I excelled with, I would like it. We didn't even unless Sean, unless you remember something different, but I feel like it wasn't like, hey, I'm going to do this part and you do that part. It was just like, naturally he's going to do something. Like I would send him some drums, or I would start some drums, and he would get inspired by that, and he would add something, and he would toss that to me, and then I would start like arranging. He would do a lot, obviously, like most of like the melodic stuff is him, and I would do a lot of the arranging, and it just felt natural that way. But what I think has been really helpful with anybody I've collaborated with, but especially why I feel like ours is so strong, is because of our friendship, because we're able to, if there is something, I feel like it doesn't happen very often, but if there is something where we like disagree, or if it's like, what do you think about like that? I don't know if I'm feeling that. It's never like, oh, you're stepping on my toes. It's like, oh no shit, because we know we both are like, we have our best interest, and so it's always like, I don't feel like there's ever been a time where it's been like we've had a complete disagreement. Well, especially for me, like when it comes to musical stuff, I might say my piece, and he's like, nah, man, I'll like maybe push back once, and he's like, nah, trust me. I'm like, all right, because I know what it is.
Like, that's what I meant too. Like, like in your own right, I've heard your music separately. I was just wondering, was it like, all right, you're dope with this, sample flips and drums and then you guys playing to your strengths. Was it difficult, or was it just seamless right off the rip?
Honestly, I mean, to be honest, man, it's like it's two things. First thing, we were fans of each other's music. Okay. First of all, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I looked at Agent M like he was a freaking beat god, you know what I'm saying? And I was able to work with him, and, likewise, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it's just like a lot of the things, as we began to like unravel a lot of our styles together, I was just like, dude, your drums sound like this? Oh, give me them, fly them to me. And then I would create something to his drums. Or he'd be like, okay, just give me like some chords or a melody or whatever. And it was just like, it was like magic. You can't make them kind of things up. You know what I'm saying? You can't make them things up. When we use like the actual definition of dream team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's fair to say.
We barely have any disagreements. And if we do have a disagreement, you know what I'm saying, we try to find a middle ground. We're not buttholes to one another, first of all. You know what I'm
He
saying?
didn't say an asshole. Oh, you don't curse. You don't do
Same
that.
thing.
I'm not trying to get you in trouble because I know you got to play on
man.
Sunday somewhere.
I'm over here cursing up a storm. This guy.
Could be in a show.
I'm sorry.
You know, so pastor probably pastor got his ear to this one, bro. You know,
Man, look.
filth.
Listen to me close.
Okay.
Ass.
Just it.
Hey, yo.
You like that?
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
Where's that?
Ooh, yeah, pause that one, bro. Oh, that was there. You go. Where's the main pause? No, where's the main? No, where's the main pause one? There you go. Yeah, pause that, bro.
Female ass. There you go. I like that, didn't you?
Ooh, yeah, it's too late, bro. There we go. Oh man, that was we had to time out now. I was out of bounds, pal. Just speaking of just magical. Let's get back to the music real quick, man. Play like one of my favorite flips, man, is the Price is Right flip that you guys did. Good Lord.
You talking all that shit, now come on, you gon' have to back it up.
I need a drink.
Can't beat it.
You can't motherfucking beat it. I'm cursing like a mother. Oh my God. They done mixed. I mean, this is crazy. You got like Ronnie Foster mixed in with the actual fucking Price is Right groove. That's crazy. And Electric Relaxation, where it came from. Mystic Brew.
This sound good, don't it?
Nobody.
Shouts to D-Dot, man. We're gonna have D-Dot on the show one of these days, man. But that was
Nobody
that was
should
one
be
of the
allowed
battle
to touch
beats,
that
bro.
shit ever again.
Oh no, it's over.
Might I say something real quick?
Yeah.
A lot of the times we have sample flips like that. I'll hear different samples. You know what I'm saying? Like in this case, I heard the electric relaxation,
Yeah.
things like that. I'll hear a sample like that, and I'll be like, "Yo, we should put this in there." You know what I'm saying? And he'd be like, I mean, no question, he'll make it work. I mean, this guy's a sample genie. Oh my God, he's nuts. And the way it comes together, the way we communicate is like second to none.
I tell you what, man. Oh man, like I flipped. I redid the joint too, and when I heard that, I was like, man, I wish I never released this on a beat tape. Matter of fact, I feel like
That's your own Captain Cab. You gotta kill that.
The on the Nobody too.
Captain Cap.
It was my electric relaxation.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, wow, I can't play this shit no more.
And the craziest part, though, like he was talking about with the honestly, how if I remember correctly, maybe Sean, you can correct me, but like with the electric relaxation thing was the end. We actually had something different because we knew it's a beat battle, so we knew we wanted some big switch up after kind of taking away from the Price is Right and sprinkling something else in. And we were trying like halftime. We had some stuff, but then I feel like I think I sent him something where it was just like we're just like let's strip it down and see if he can add something. And I don't know if you had meant to do this initially, but the whole time he's playing the bass line. But when you stripped everything away, we're like, dog, this bass line sounds exactly like the shit on electric relaxation.
Yeah.
And then that's when he was like, yo, like,
yeah,
exactly. So I actually went and got the original sample and flipped that a little bit, grabbed the Q-tip, Q-tip vocals, and he obviously played the piano, like just basically interpolating the keys and stuff.
But the crazy part is, this is the magic, people. When you take the chords from, Mystic Brew, that Tip used for electric relaxation, and you take the chords from the damn music from The Price is Right, and the chords you mix them into to fit perfectly. They're all in key, and it just sounds, it's magical. And that was a beat battle. He played that at a beat battle. And I was like, ooh.
The beautiful part about that is like I studied music theory. I didn't take no like formal piano lessons or nothing like that, but my music theory started in church. You know what I'm saying? Like, doing 3-note chords and stuff like that. So I developed that, and at that time when we did it, it was like I was showing Agent M, like, okay, this is that chord, this is that chord. So it meets, it comes together. So he, it was just like I was learning from him and he was learning from me. So it was just like, that's how a lot of that stuff came.
What I was talking about, man. That's the magic, man. Like when you're able to decipher those chords, because they're different chords. One don't sound like the other, but man, like you made it work. It had to be a difficult task for you too, man. I was going to ask you guys about equipment. Like when you first got together, were you guys on the same DAW, or how'd you make it work? What do you guys use separately?
So I use Reason, and I just use MIDI. So I've always I've kind of had a weird, like I try to use some hardware here and there, but I've always just kind of gravitated towards MIDI. I play I play all the drums out. I still like to actually program. I do a combination of kind of nudging stuff around and like actually doing programming, but then I like to play a lot of stuff to get the natural feel and swing.
So you're in Reason.
With Reason, and then I believe Sean's in Logic.
Oh, okay. So you guys just and then you go back and forth. Pause. Gotta be careful here. So there were no issues sending files back and forth, like when you.
I'm assuming you just stem everything out, right?
Yeah. Well, so basically, this is actually something that we developed. I think it was like the unique kind of situation of being able to starting to make stuff together online. We're doing a lot of research. Everybody basically was on Zoom, and somebody would be piloting the session. And when we had initially first started doing these like sessions with like for RL and stuff like that, I was piloting a couple of them. So like I would be sharing my screen and be like arranging, mixing, doing little tricks and things like that as people were sending. We used actually it's called mixed in key satellite sessions. Was the one that we gravitated towards. So it's basically like there's like a DAW, almost like a cloud DAW, and you basically just add it in like a plugin, and people can basically record as long as all your BPMs are matched up, and then you can just be dropping stuff and I can be grabbing it in real time and as they're just dropping them in, and multiple people. But we just started doing that, so we, even though we'd be in person, we kind of started the same thing. Like I would kind of I would like send him some drums or something like that to get started, and he would kind of get the bass going of the bass musicality, the bass, the chords, things like that, and then he'd send me that and I would start building the track out, and then we'd just be talking like ideas back and forth, like what if you did this, what if you did this with the drums, what if you did this with the melody, thing like that, and we just pretty much build the track from scratch in real time. But yeah, we'd be just dropping stems back and forth.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. I'm glad I asked that question because because it's not difficult, but unless you're with somebody who really understands it, when I've done joints with DJ Static, I can send him an MP3 of a joint, and he'll actually build around it, as long as just lock into the tempo, and he'll finish up the joint, or he'll do the joints and then stem them back to me, and then I'll just I'll actually sample them right in bootleg type of way, because I'm just
Yeah, Eddie's setup is
Yeah, my setup is.
He's a dinosaur.
I'm a dinosaur, but
it's all good. It's still work. Listen,
them beats
shit
still
slaps,
knock
so.
like the dinosaur age. Like, you know, everything's Stone Age and shit. My shit is. I got more John Blaze.
Run it back.
You running it back? Yes.
I have to
Play it again.
All that shit, now come on, you gon' have to back it up.
crazy. Nobody is ever allowed to touch the Price is Right theme song ever again.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Oh man, just the drum work.
So bananas.
The vibes, bro. Where's the Britney joint? Play the Britney joint.
Yeah. Oh, wait a second.
Yo, I remember when.
Hold on.
No. Pause it for a second.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
So what I was gonna say is, so when we were doing the battle, so we knew. So personally, this one's my favorite. I mean, it's between this one and The Price is Right for different reasons, but like battle, just like not expecting wise, I've always wanted to flip. I like doing stuff that, you know, when you get the eyebrow, everybody, if you're doing a sample flip, you play in the beginning and you see people go like they kind of like back up like, oh shit, like, what are you, like, don't fuck this up.
That was me, because I was like, when I first heard, I was like, what is going on? What the fuck is what is this shit?
I was driving to go DJ, and I was listening to this album, and this Britney Spears shit came on, and I was like, yo, wait, what the fuck did I just listen to, man? This shit is crazy.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, there's another one.
that's
That's
not
not
that. Oh, wait,
it was
actually, we will save that one.
So, but just to finish the thought, the Britney
ahead,
joint is this is cool. So like we had the lineup, you know, we were going, it was, you know, they were doing it in real time. Like, all right, here's first round, these guys won second round. So I think at this point it was like either the second to last or third to last, whatever joint. And if we won that round, we would have won the battle regardless of what happens.
Oh, yeah.
And we had that one. And so we both just like looking at each other. We're just like, because we knew. I mean, again, like that, we felt like that was we feel like all of the tracks in the battle were very strong, but like we knew that one, it was like, we were just like, nah.
Hey, yeah, bro, I said the same thing. I was sitting there on Overlord, and I was like, it's over. It is over.
This Britney with the knives out dancing.
Yeah, he's there with her fucking dogs and shit.
Yo, all right.
This is definitely.
Hold on, wait a second. So when I first listened to this, when I heard you pitch the sample up, I said, "Where the fuck?" I was like, "Where the fuck is he going with this?" Right here. So you started pitching it up here, and I was like, "Wait a second." With the knives.
Oh my God. Yo, run it back. Run it back. Run it back. This is definitely this is new Britney right now, the way she is, like all teary-eyed with the black mascara and shit, and her poor fucking dogs.
This shit is so wild. Dog. Black's playing the air bass.
Oh, you got the horn, the fanfare. Then you mix it with the Bob James, the Nautilus joint.
I just picked up on that.
Oh yeah.
No, trust me, I knew. Dude.
Here we go, y'all.
Yo. the hell is going on?
What are we doing right now? What is
Yo, this is godly. This is godlike.
Can I will say something. I don't know which one of you is responsible for actually engineering the records or mixing the records, but it's very sonically appealing because they're mixed very well. Sometimes I hear records or beats, specifically like beat battle stuff, and it's just not mixed. Like everything is centered and like it's just not like sonically good. This shit is, man, it's just top notch shit, bro.
Who mixed the joints?
Well, I technically mixed it, but what I was gonna say is in the same way, and this isn't me being Captain Cap either, but having him, like, we're constantly like I'll be doing like a lot of the mixing stuff, and I take time, like, after we kind of cook it, to like go in and really do some fine detail and stuff. Right. I 100% am getting like real time, and again, that's why it's so dope to just have the trust of each other. Of like, if he hears something like, yo, like, hey, turn the kick, turn the whatever up, turn this up, I'm doing the same thing. I'll like, he'll send me a stem sometimes, and I'll pitch it down an octave just to do something crazy with it. And it's just because we're making shit like this and we're both like screaming, like going crazy. And I feel like that's how we know if it's hitting. Like the ones that you guys are playing, like the ones that I feel like really just translate to everybody, we're like going nuts when we're making them, because we're just like, I can hear him like he has his headphones on, he's like doing something, I can see him like laughing, I'm like, oh shit, he'll send it to me, and I'm like going crazy, and so it's just, man, it's just that synergy is really hard to I feel like that's why it clicks in the way it does. But
and a lot of the time it's just like iron, like you said earlier, iron sharpen iron. We try to not only push ourselves to get to those limits or get past those limits, but also like trying to I don't know how to say it, but just like, don't be not necessarily afraid to break through the barrier. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll tell you like a lot of the drums, a lot of beats that I do, I put heavy, not heavy, but a little more compression on my snares and a little highs on my snares. And he'll tell me like, "Mama, your snares are hurting me." But it's like, that's what I want, because that's what I want you to hear. But then I'm like, Joe, you got to do the same thing. And then we actually end up doing it. Yeah. And then it makes the track even more dynamic than what it is. So, but him doing the same thing for me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like hand in hand.
It sounds heavenly.
I mean, let's punch somebody in the throat.
Let me take him to this.
Yo, son.
Keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you and feeding you. Begin war. Don't start nothing. What you gon' do? You think it's a game?
I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Yeah, I remember this one.
Ain't hard to tell who you with. My click airtight. Bet the wake contender surrender.
Here comes the crazy part. Like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
This is crazy. Surrender. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yo, that is
so
crazy.
ridiculous. So ridiculous.
I mean, man.
So I haven't heard this one yet, and we're just gonna blind listen to it.
Evan's like, yeah, all that shit is dope. This is crazy. I don't know how. This is crazy. I don't know how y'all feeling out there, man. But God damn it, you guys working on something? I know y'all working on more stuff. You're working on. I already know y'all got about 30 more joints or 50 joints in the clip ready to release, man.
And part of the idea, with releasing the project, we talked about this. Like, obviously, we want to showcase, just for people to listen to. But we feel like, and this is one of the cool things, with the battle joints.
Hold on. But by the way, those beats are available.
That exactly. So that's what I was saying. But they're available. We're not leasing shit. We're not doing none of that. These are very, like, if somebody wants to make a play, talk to us about this, we're willing to do some, just come correct with paperwork, don't come with some crazy numbers. Like, we want to work with people and we want to showcase what we can do.
But, you hear the man, Agent M? I'm telling you motherfuckers right now, get your paperwork right. Get your paper right.
The paperwork and let the paper work.
Yeah, and let the paper work. You heard Black. This is upper echelon for real. They got now. The music is come on. It's magical. It really is. Reacts over there just shaking his head like, man, this shit is crazy.
Yeah, like loss of words, dude. Like, shit is crazy.
I knew it though.
It's so fucking soulful too. Like it's just what the fuck am I listening to right now? What is this?
Oh my god, that's Boogie Nights. What the fuck?
Yeah, this is one of the ones.
This is crazy. Yo,
bro, hold on. That went from. Hold on, wait a second.
Yeah, start this one at the beginning.
Hold the fuck on.
Oh shit! Yo, stop! That was fucking.
Jermaine Jackson.
That is Jermaine Jackson shit, and it's just like, dude.
Tito, get me some tissue.
This is crazy.
Bro.
Hold on, let's hit the switch here.
Here it comes, eh?
And throw the Boogie Nights in there.
Boogie Nights and shit is just creeping in. Oh, like how the fuck?
I don't know.
Yo. This is crazy, B. Yo, B, this shit is crazy. I mean, hold on, man.
Now the real joint is coming to the end. Wait till you hear the end.
Oh yeah, play it. Let it
Wait till
play.
you hear the end.
Yeah, go ahead. Wow.
I don't know what to say. Yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Hell yeah. You know what? You know what? This is. You gotta. This is crazy. This is too much. M's over there like, yeah, this is. We all grooving in here, baby. This is crazy.
I love this shit, man.
Oh my god, bro.
You know, when I listened to this album, when I did, I was like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna play my position in music and not try to do anything more extra and less. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is crazy, man. I mean, this music is going to age well. It is. And that's very important. That's a reoccurring theme on this show about some of these records being timeless. Like this is legacy right here. You know, like your kids and your family, like y'all should be very proud of y'all. You know, because I'm telling you, it's going to age well. Period. I mean, it doesn't sound, you know, like we all knew in the 80s that the shit was gonna. Some of that shit doesn't age well. It's a lot of them joints in the 80s, early 90s did not, like, they just sound like really funky. The 70s, all that music aged well because of the acoustics and all that. But this right here, it feels futuristic, but it is going to age well. I promise you. Y'all should be proud of this right here, man.
Yeah.
And I think there should be a vinyl of this album.
Oh yes.
Oh, press it up.
That's definitely in the works. But yeah, no, we've actually had that conversation of just about, like, you know, like I said, we get just as hyped when people listening to it. Like now, we were just as hyped when we were making it. We're just like, this shit is fucking crazy.
As
like,
you should be. And I'm telling you, I'm telling you right now.
It feels good, man. It's like yeah.
If you guys can come together and at least press up just a hundo. Whatever the bare minimum is, and they're gonna be out of there. I'm telling you, this shit is.
We own it.
This shit gone, bro. Man, just talk about current projects. I do know you just released an incredible EP with one of the dopest, I think, right now, man. C Red. Speak to how you guys came together, man. That was a great album, man. The album, first of all, people, Duty Hours. Just cop the shit on Bandcamp. Buy the shit, people.
And we've already got the vinyls are on the way, so we're there.
Yeah.
You can start pre-ordering them.
Yeah. Is it on DSPs?
It's on all DSPs. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't actually think we put it on Bandcamp.
Don't fucking.
But
don't be cheap, people. Buy this shit. Like, don't you want to own your shit? I want to own all my shit. You know, I buy your shit. I buy your records. I know you see my name, like.
Bro, I see Eddie purchased from Bandcamp.
That's
Eddie
right.
This.
You get the cha-ching, 'cause that's what it is, cha-ching. But it's very important, man, that you support. You know, these people are laying. These artists and these producers are laying it down for y'all, man. You know, it makes them. I'm sure it's therapeutic for them to make the music, but it is for the people. You know, and I say this very seriously. Respect it, and buy the fucking music. You know what I'm saying? I remember going to buy that Boogie Nights record. Buy the fuck. It's the same thing. So, all right, I'll step off my.
That's 100, because I mean, I get it, man. I use Spotify too. I use all that stuff, but you can still buy the shit as like you're saying, out of respect. You can still use, you know, if you're outside, you're going on your jog, you want to throw it on. It's Spotify, but you know, use the DSPs, whatever. That's what it's there for. But
it is
still support the artists. You know, especially if it's somebody you really fuck with. I think that's I appreciate you mentioning that. I know you've always been about that, but
no, I'm about
this
that.
day
Buy
and age,
life, buy the record, support the people. Streaming is great. I mean, we got no choice because we're in it. So I can't be against it. I'm not gonna tell somebody not to stream our music, but like serious, just own the shit, people. Spend the money. You own it. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, you know, if it disappears, whatever, like at least you can download your shit because you own it. You know, I don't know, but yeah, y'all should press that up for real. Like I'm telling you right now, that's
yeah. So we're gonna do the Agent Black project for sure. And then, you know, I actually think we might. I mean, I'll talk with Sean about it, but I also want to do that classified one, all the battle beat joints too, because some of those.
I totally went left again. My bad, people. You know, this section of the Chop Shop is brought to you by McAllen.
Hey, that's important though. That's a tangent that's well needed. Especially
it is, man. Because I'm very passionate about and I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I see a lot of macho brothers out here, like you know, like no, like you got to be a fan of the music. You stay the student. I believe you stay the student. You know, we master stuff. I've said this a million times. It's okay to master it. We already put the hours in. But as long as you stay the student, there's room. But C-Red, getting back to you and C-Red, please explain.
Yeah, so actually, sure enough, I mean, there's a lot that I think, even though the pandemic sucked for like getting out and about and moving around and making moves, but as far as all the way that a lot of, especially the producer community, the online communities that formed, and especially for me, Session In and Overlord Radio, are two that really inspired me a lot, because I was kind of trying to get this wave of like, shit, I got to get some placements and I got to start making trap beats, and, you know, nothing against any of that, but I just felt like I was getting lost a little bit. And then joining some of those communities, especially, you know, like Session In, like hearing some of these people like Soundtrack, Eddie, like yourself, like they just stuff that the kind of music that I really love, like just beats that are dope. It's not trying to chase any trends. It's just nonstop fire after fire. And that's actually where I met C-Red. She was just pulling up to, I think, listen to people play some joints, and Slop mentioned, you know, like, yo, C-Red's in the building, like super dope. And I just peeped her out from that and checked her out, listened to some of her stuff, and just hit her up. And I was like, yo, please let me send you some stuff.
Wow. And by the way, I appreciate, you know, your sentiments, but don't have me call you Captain Cap.
Nah, it's not Captain Cap, bro. I trust me. Like you should see. Like when I first came in Session In, by the time, like, but you know, is like when I first, like, a lot changed when I moved. You know, mindset wise, being who I was around, all that. But there's a lot. Like I still I had some dope beats and stuff, but like it's night and day difference from just like, again, just when you're in a room full of killers, like that really.
Yeah, I mean, man, shouts to, you know, thank you, you know, Antrix, and Slop. But man, yeah, you're right. That was a game changer for me. I've been producing since the late 80s. Like for real. Like, and it seriously changed. It was the great reset during the pandemic. So you met C-Red. That's right. C-Red used to pop through the Session In. And you just reached out to her.
Yes.
She made sure that you were not trying to push up on her, because she's beautiful.
Hopefully it didn't come
married.
off that way. Yeah. But so I sent her some joints, and like she, like, you know, obviously, actually, she was good about business right away. And then like I sent her a pack of like 10 beats like the following week, because she's like, yeah, like, oh, send me more. So I sent her 10 joints, and I shit you not, within a week, I think I got like 7 or 8 of them back, like almost completely done. Yeah. And I was just like, let's go. Yeah. And, you know, a couple of them are the ones that are on the project. We actually do have like a full project's worth of stuff on deck that's just chilling, that we're trying to like curate. Mm-hmm. But like we got a bunch of stuff, man. It's been a blessing. It's similar. It's like the closest thing, I think, collaborative wise, that I've come to, besides working with Sean, of just someone that, like, I feel like we both have a vision of. It's nothing like, hey, we're trying to make this type of thing or that. It's just, let's make something dope, and we just align without even really having to talk about it.
Yeah, the great C-Red is she is great. She is a dope, incredible lyricist. And I feel a little slighted, Red, because I never got a white coat. I didn't get no white coat Wednesday joint, and that's what I'm trying to. You know, you
gotta post some more IG videos, dog.
I know, I'm trying to be better.
Up. You gotta.
You've got a white coat, but you were lucky enough to. I mean, like, man, like, you know, it's good that, you know, she reached out to you and you guys have an album together. But C-Red, come on, man.
We all been disappointed a lot, like we on the receiving end of someone pointing a Glock. I'm just writing down my thoughts to keep my joy in the plot. I ain't worried about the optics if it's poignant or not. Cause they like to treat my people like a toy in a box. I'm from the city where they silence toying. Boy, and I'm hot. They trying to pacify play and lift every voice at the top of the games in the league where the owner still supporting the cops. Annoying to watch, like ads when I'm trying to bend. But to see a change, apply the pressure like a Heimlich to the climate bends. Make sure you read the shit you signing, plus the finest print. Sometimes you gotta lose a little just to gain and find the win. Activate under harsh conditions like Zynogens. Ain't perfect, but my verses gon' average at least a 9 to 10. Laughter keep from crying, we hiding and screeching violins. Flower children popping like grease and iron from frying hens. And you can't find the recipe in Barnes and Noble. We can Google searches cause they're always Mr. Parsons soulful. It's bigger than the pictures that they pick to market culture. And they wish to target you, hoping you click what's on your social. We know life ain't always what we wanted. What you like
Is that you singing too,
I pray to start my day
all
off
her.
because anything can happen.
Yeah.
Someone could get laid off,
Yeah,
grab the
that's
strap and
crazy.
get to clapping. When I was at the store just trying to buy some milk and aspirin, or being asked a question, trying to answer, fill some cats in. I'm still the same in person as I am inside my caption. State my price after the comma, they gon' say oh like it's Akron. I'm molded by the clay, but I don't play dough by no fraction. My time is divided, ordered by operations and spasm.
Yo.
Oh, whoa.
Oh my God, she's so ill with it.
Yeah, hold on. Wait a second. That
Still the same in person as I am inside my caption. State my price after the
Nasty.
comma, they gon' say oh like it's Akron.
Yeah, oh,
I'm
like
molded
it's
by the
Akron.
clay,
I
but don't
peeped
play
that.
dough by no fraction. My
well, that, and then with the line, the 2 bars after that.
And as I am inside my caption, state my price after the comma, they gon' say oh like it's Akron. I'm molded by the clay, but I don't play dough by no fraction. My time is divided, ordered by operations and spasm.
Oh
I get
man,
off.
she's ill with it, bro.
But what I was gonna say is, if you do play one more, there is the one called "Handoff" is actually a collaboration of ours. Is another one of the first beats we made when we first linked up here.
Yeah, and that was actually going to be a battle beat because we used another sample. We used a Barry White sample, but it didn't. Or it's still in the works, but you know.
Okay. Oh man, yeah.
Oh wait, she's rapping on this shit.
Oh yeah, of course. The album's crazy.
I don't look like half of what I've been through. I ain't get you back, you know I'm into. I'm checking energies like what you're into. Gotta guard exposure to my mental. I protect my peace because I got to. I ain't saying please what you and I do is interrupt my people on my vibe. Gonna have to shuffle that and move it to the side. Shuffle that and move it to the side. Gonna have to shuffle that and move it to the side. Shuffle that and move it to the side. Gonna have to shuffle that and move it to the side. Peace is precious, a need that I keep protected. You hate me, then redirect it. That's really a deeper message. I find a pocket of beats and I keep finessing till the walls are closing in on my demons like Kiko flexing. My ink on people checking to see what should be respected. Consistent, eclectic, make a few decent records. But I ask some vices like persons who keep suggestions. My nervousness reverses so perfect with decompression, so I find it. Everything ain't perfect, I don't mind it. I just know my worth ain't intertwined with any discouragement that surface with online clicks. A lack thereof, but we choose what defines us.
Yo, I got a question real quick. Oh, lower that real quick.
Good.
I have a simple question. Like whoever's doing the drums, like, did you have them in sequences or did you just do like a long pattern, like song mode? Like how'd you program those drums, bro?
I usually like to build them in like eights, or like in like 8 bars at a time, and then I'll arrange it and like just build it then to a 16, and then usually I'll have hook and verse, and then I'll usually in between, the transitions between, I'll do some little things, but then I'll go throughout the verse and try to just do little things like take a hi-hat out here,
I love
or
that.
take a hit, or hit a stutter, or take a clap out, or add, just little things that make it feel,
or the open hat and
exactly,
shit like that. I saw,
and that's what I'm saying. A lot of it, usually like the kick, the hat, and the snare or whatever. I'll play the initial groove, but then I'll go in and add like I call it like the ear candy, and like the little, that's like where it's a mix of the playing and the programming to make it like kind of translate. Yeah.
See, that's why, like, I don't get nerdy real quick, but like that's why I enjoy DAWs. Like for real, like working from left to right, to me, like visually, I don't know, that's just how my fucking brain works, I guess.
100%. Yeah.
I'm the elephant in the room. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm really visual. It's good to have both because you can. It's like different. Like it's like almost when I'm in engineer edit mode, and I can literally like I could make a dope drum beat and not hear it just by looking at the grid and knowing like just from doing it long enough. I could drop stuff in there and I know it's gonna sound dope. Like I know how to do the Dilla swing without playing it just because you nudge certain hi-hats in a certain direction. Her hooks are so crazy, bro. Like,
Crazy.
she sent this on my like.
I've been living on the go, cause my dreams won't take a backseat. I've been living on the road, jumping in and out of taxi. If you with me, let me know. Give opinions if you ask me. Every one that I know.
Ooh, it's crazy.
Kinda go straight like black sheep. Be the change you wanna see, not a wanna be. Invest in time, make some things seem like they should come for free. You got favor, but they favor's gonna come with fees. Without purpose, some achievements leave you unappeased. I'm known for going 0 to 100 in a split second, but I'll never gun it. Fruits of the spirit never leave me numb. At times I plummet. Grace is getting blessed, though you may not know what some meant. 10 years in the making just to stick out like a thumbprint. Sessions on the thumb drive, if I lose it, that's a must rent. Breathing exercises, so I hardly ever punch in. Run-ins with my demons got me trying to clear my conscience. Gotta break the habits that operate from dysfunction. More likely to listen if it's vibing and it's thumping. I don't blame them. I love them more than I can entertain them. I see my loved ones for who they are, cause I can't change. I've been living on the go.
Oh, this shit is gone. This shit's so cold. This shit so cold with it. This shit cold, bruh.
The boy's bad. The boy is bad. You hear me?
Yeah, man, that's great, man. The Great C Red and Agent M.
And I'm talking with her about and I'm talking with this guy too. I'm really hoping that we can form like Voltron here. And,
my
and
God,
get some,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Please, Father God, baby Jesus, all the Jesuses. We need them all. Already told you.
Jesus.
Yeah, all of them. Trust
Black
me.
Jesus, white Jesus.
Yeah, the white Jesus, blue-eyed Jesus. Church fan Jesus that's on there. Yeah, the old church fan Jesus. Yeah, all y'all need to come together and make that happen. Like y'all got the formula. You know what I'm saying? And I love C Red in that pocket. You know what I'm saying?
And
I didn't even know who she was until I saw some girl rapping, and like a nurse scrub.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. I just
scrub.
It needs to be said because
it's like white. That's what she was.
Her thing is White Coat Wednesday. So she's not a nurse. She's literally I think in like she's becoming a surgeon. So she's putting in like 90 hour work weeks while doing all the stuff. Since I've known her, since I've been working with her, she's been like in her residency doing stuff. So like I obviously is like an artist as a fan, whatever, but just as an individual, she is wildly impressive. Like,
but I'm saying like, just that alone, like she has a profession, like that she's able to put out, to write her rhymes. I don't know how she does it in her head. And then, whenever she gets a break during work, it's on Wednesdays or whatever, she'll pick a beat. It is very impressive, man. And
very
you and her have a great chemistry. And I'm telling you, people, that I need to go out and cop that duty hours. To stream it. But buy it and stream it. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. It's crazy. C Red is she got now. Agent Black got now.
Shout outs to Ski Beats too. He I was one of the what do you call me?
Yeah. One of the guest designers. I got you on.
Congratulations, React.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah, that's another community that I think is really dope. Like there's a lot of crossover between a couple of the ones you mentioned, but I like that where it's just they're some really dope sounds. Met some really dope sound designers that way, and just other producers that I'm a fan of. So
yeah, shouts to the legend Ski. Ski's and he's a nice guy. It's always
he's
nice
a
guy.
normal ass dude. Man.
Yeah,
he's
he
nasty
is,
on the
man.
bass. I actually got a chance to meet him when I went to New York, and I asked him, like, I saw he was going crazy on the bass, and he said he only had it for a year. I have a bass sitting back there that I need to pick up more, but I was just like,
Yo,
man,
Ski is. I was quite impressed too. Ski lives in the next town over. I believe he has his studio. He's called the Dojo is over in Yonkers. And it's nearby, man. It's like 15 minutes, and just a nice dude, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, you people, you guys are nice people. I don't fuck with assholes, man. Like, I don't care how dope you are. I'm telling y'all right now.
You better watch your mouth, man. Black shaking his head. You gotta take it easy.
No, he gave me the clearance that I can curse.
You got, man. Listen, you got. Plus, I've always said this. Like, there's enough of those people in the world.
Yeah,
we deal with them.
For sure.
It's like we try. You know what I'm saying? To get past them. Because everyone, most producers, songwriters, artists, they want to get into the industry.
Yeah,
we're gonna meet them kind of people.
Yeah.
Point blank. Yeah. So it's like we already got enough of those. Why don't we just change the narrative? You know what I'm saying? No,
that's what we're doing, and hopefully, by us having this platform that we can, I'm a people person, and everybody knows that I'll give you a call on a random, like, what's up? How you life? Like, what you doing? I don't care about no music. Let's talk some, I just want, you know what I'm saying? I call Agent M just on some what up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you right now, people. Y'all got next, man. Black, real quick, you got a project right now. I actually have a very important question to ask you about. You have Super Grooves that just is it Super Grooves that just released?
Yes, it is. It's called Blackadinme Super Grooves.
Okay.
Now, and it's on my website, www.blackadinme.com. Yeah. There's 2 versions. There's the regular version and there's the deluxe version. 14 loops. Each loop has stems and MIDI files to each instrument.
Dope. Ooh.
So, yep.
Man,
that's
cool. I'm gonna have to cop that.
I need to say something just really quick about that.
Go ahead.
I was almost like the fact that, like, I don't think people understand. So, like, there's the samples, right? And the samples are dope. But for the price tag, the shit, like, I've already flipped like a lot of them. Like, I copped that right away. Yeah. And like, because I work with the man, right? So I tried my best to keep it all to myself, but no, I'm just kidding.
You felt slighted.
I was like, he's giving away the sauce, dog. No, but like, straight up though, it is because again, like, for people that don't understand, like, you have the samples, you can flip them. If you just like flipping samples, it's there. Mm-hmm. But the stuff that you can do, you can teach yourself music theory with this stuff. The bass line, like, if you literally just go pick a melody that you like, grab the bass line and start a beat from that bass line. You have the MIDI notes, you have the stems, like, it's there's so much shit in there. It's wild.
Well, we're gonna put the link in the description.
Yeah, we'll put all the links in the show description.
Yeah, so we're gonna do all that, man.
Cop it. Yeah,
I'm a cop it too. I ain't gonna tell you what I'm gonna do though, and then you ain't gonna get no credit from me, pal, because I'm gonna mangle your shit.
Well, look.
Hey, yo.
As long as I hear them as long as I hear them coins drop, that's all I care about, brother.
You ain't gonna do that. I'm telling you right now. The way I flip samples, son. I'm telling you, ain't gonna know it. No, just play. I'll play with you, Black. Hey, no, but I did want to say, the stipulations that you have on, like, as far as, like, is there something put out there, like, listen, are you collabing for all the sound design, all you sound design guys who do beats, and do you want your name on it, or like as a co-production, or just cut me the check, like, or whatever?
Well, I mean, with me, you know what I'm saying? Well, first of all, I patterned myself off of different people that make their sound packs. Like number one, I patterned myself off of Kelsey 1000. Shout out to him. With his sloppy loops. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, you got the loops, cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, out of respect to, you know, producers that are trying to, you know, do this for a living, just like we all are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, cut us a little bit on, like, it's like if someone downloads my loops and everything like that, and they happen to get like a major placement, I mean, I ain't gonna beat them over the head with like, yo, I want like 75%. No. I mean, just let's work out something together.
Do you have it in the description already?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. And this is and this is my first time actually doing a loop pack. I've been battling with myself, like, man, y'all don't understand. It's just like, I hear a lot of loop packs all the time, and they all are like banging. You know what I'm saying? And just trying to seeing as though my loop packs would measure up to those. I'm like, man, I definitely have to do my work. I was my own worst critic. You know, I think it was like a whole 7-month journey trying to make these. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn.
The baby in the background, he's making people cry.
Daycare or some shit?
Tell that motherfucking baby to go to sleep. It's 1 o'clock.
Remember that Chappelle skit? I'm selling weed. The baby. Hey, baby.
Might as well, because the baby had like a 12-inch like weave going down the back of the neck.
That baby should be going to school tomorrow.
Got lace front.
Hey, baby, what you doing on the corner? It's 3 in the morning. I'm selling weed. Dave Chappelle's the GOAT.
Oh my god! Oh, I love it, man.
No, but like I was saying, it was a long process. You know what I'm saying? Only because I was really battling with myself on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just trying to make it perfect. You know, trying to give people like make it valuable for people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I often ask people like, okay, what do you think about this price? What do you think about that price? Especially Agent Emma tell you. You know what I'm saying? I looked up to him. You know what I'm saying?
Don't even think twice about fucking price. Black, you know your worth. You put the shit out, and for real, like they gonna know. Like once your shit gets in, it's like once it gets in the algorithm, and those people start, you know, like we all talk as producers. So whether about drum kits or packs, don't do that. Don't ever second guess your stuff, man. You did the right thing, you know, and people are gonna buy it. Period. I'm gonna buy the shit tomorrow. But, you know, I might have some keys on that motherfucker. It might be. I'm gonna put them shits reverse. I ain't give you no money, man. I'm just playing, man.
Man, at least give me $1.
No, I got you, bro. I got you.
Donate to the church or something, Eddie. Come on, man.
No, I know, right? I know, man.
To the building fund.
The plate is coming around.
Right. Yeah.
Do they still walk around with those wicker baskets? You know?
Oh
yeah.
For offering, they do that.
They still do that.
That's the Catholic joint.
No, they don't, bro. What are you talking about?
They don't. Right? I haven't been. I don't know, man. I don't know what
like,
about.
How do they take offering in church anymore?
Well, see now, now they got real savvy.
They got Venmo.
Hit the Cash App.
They got
the dollar sign. Praise Jesus.
You can take your Cash App card, go up and hit the magnetic the chip. You can hit the tab on. They got like a little card thing.
And they got
smart. You walk into church.
Tap the pastor's Apple Watch.
You walk into church. Tap to pay in that bitch.
Man, I kid you not.
Leave a tip.
Yup. I kid you not.
You gotta pay a tip on your ties.
15, 35, or 40%.
You gotta pay tip on your tithes and offerings. That's crazy.
Now check this out. Check this out. Now I went to a church and I kid you not, they had ATM machines in the lobby.
What the fuck?
For real, ATM.
Oh my god.
Units in the lobby. I was like, oh yeah, you coming and going.
What was that? The Reverend on one of De La Soul's albums, Bionics, Reverend Dollar or something like that, or Reverend Do More because I do more. So like crazy, man. Listen, I grew up. Black, I grew up in the church. Like Grace Jones, me and Grace Jones went to church together. Her father was my pastor.
Really?
Her father is my pastor.
Wow.
All respects to.
I did hear that her father was a pastor.
Oh my God, he was my pastor, Robert W. Jones, man. Man, y'all brought me to tears today, man, with the laughing. But I grew up in the church, and Pastor Jones, man, he used to make us feel like you're gonna burn in the pits of the hell. You're gonna, if you'll get your life right, the rapture and all that stuff. Meanwhile, his daughter was pull up to my bumper, baby. I'm like, I don't understand it. Like, what's going on here? Like, I didn't know anything about, this was like, isn't his daughter Grace Jones? But he's telling us we gonna burn the pit of fire. But damn,
yeah, she pulling up to the bumper. Is
it gonna be a lower place? I was about to say slave.
Oh God,
she's slave to the rhythm. and I think her brother is Noel Jones.
Are you kidding me? Listen, I grew up with Maxwell, Randy, Chris, may he rest in peace, Ma Dukes, Mary Jones, who, and Noel. And Noel would come back. Noel got a congregation of like massive,
40 billion,
massive, and he. In his earlier days, I would love when he used to come with tent revival. We used to have the tent revival, and he would always show up in the summertime, and it was always lit when he came. He's the first one I really understood it, and without telling us that we were gonna burn in a pit of fire. And I was like, basically, your daughter is Strong J, like
Strong J, y'all.
Yeah. After black. You know what I'm saying? Your daughter's Grace Jones. She going to hell before all of us. I'm saying,
she leading the way.
Yeah, man. I was like, man, what about for real? But anyway, man, I truly appreciate this. This has been great. I can't wait for the next project. Agent Black, man, y'all got now. I'm looking forward to more music. The camaraderie is wonderful between y'all two. I like the fact that you guys are brothers, man. It's always better, man. So thank you for coming on the Chop Shop, man. And you guys are
any
great.
last words before we get out of here?
Yeah.
Shoot, man. I just appreciate you guys having us on. It's been fun, man. Just hearing the kind words and just watching. Just love hearing people vibe to our music, and also just talking with people that have a similar interest, like you said, Eddie. I mean, we talk all the time, man. It's love, man. So I appreciate you both, man.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I don't do a handful of these interviews. You know what I'm saying? Podcasts and everything. I think this is like my second podcast ever.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
too bad for the first people because we're the best. God damn it! Gosh darn it! Let me change that. Gosh darn it!
Really, no judgment, man.
Okay,
no
okay.
Really.
As Agent M was over there getting high.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. What else we gonna do?
M's so cool. M's so cool. Like first of all, I think your video's delayed and everything like that. It's okay, or either in slow motion, it's all right. So it's you're making me look like you're just like, yeah, look at this motherfucker right here talking. You're in slow motion. Right? But anyway, man, I love you guys. I do. Agent Black, people. Once again,
We'll go right out to this shit right here.
Yeah, we're right out to this.
You must have been mistaken with them statements that you make, huh?